10-minute stock trader takes calculated risks, understands that the treasure lies in knowing the data, doesn't guess at trading, follows their plan, doesn't blame others, takes responsibility, and knows why the market works. A 10-minute stock trader is smart. A 10-minute stock trader understands that they can make the world a better place. They spread joy to others, they follow their dreams, they build each other up, they use money as a tool, and they spend as little time trading and as much time living as possible. Welcome to the 10-Minute Trading Room, where we take the guesswork out of trading. Good afternoon. It is a very somber day. April 14th, 2022. It's a very somber day indeed. I want you to guess why. It's very, very somber. By the way, happy April 14th, 2022. I'm kind of playing this up today. Thank you for joining me. If you are here live, please let me know. Please say hi, because I don't know if you are here or not. But I am dressed up. I'm dressed up on purpose for a death. It pains me to say this. Pains me very much to say this. We've had a death in the trading room. The bull market has died. So I got all dressed up just to make that joke. I got all dressed up to say, this is the funeral for the bull market. It is over. I have to retire one of my very favorite shirts into a collection to be used later, but it's official. We are in bear market territory now. As hard as it is to believe, the bull market is dead. Long live the bull market. But for right now, as you guys know, we are not perma bears, perma bulls, or perma anything. We are opportunists. Even when we wear our James Bond cufflinks. It's kind of hard to see. It's white on white. Yes, in fact, it is officially bear market day. And officially, we got to make some changes. All right. I hope you guys are ready for this. We got a lot to do today. Isaac is here. Good afternoon, Isaac. Glad you made it. Donna, hello from California. Glad to see you. Victor is our member highlight of the week. I'm uploading something right now to the room, so hopefully that'll be done here in a minute. Victor, member highlight of the day. Looking forward to that in just a minute. Looking so MIB. No, sir, I would appreciate a James Bond reference. Pierce Brosnan was my favorite. However, I will concede with a Daniel Craig reference. Either one of those, I'm good for. Victor likes the joke. Good. Maria, good afternoon, Maria. Glad to see you. Yorn, he thinks it. He likes it. He likes it. Isaac says you went far for that joke. That's good. I did my hair. I got on my funeral suit and tie and everything. Yeah, I went for that one, dude. I was ready for it. Good day to everyone. Yorn, Kavan, fist bump to you. All right, my friends. Let's see if Victor's video is done uploading yet. It's still uploading. I don't know how long it's going to take. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do our member highlight, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I wanted to. Let me see if I can pull it up on a different tab over here. Oh, hang on. Hang a dokie here real quick. Now, I know the sound isn't going to play through here, but I know that the video will play. So this is our member highlight of my friend Victor, who recently graduated from the Trade Domination Program. Look at this handsome fella. Look at this guy. Handsome guy that is, all the way from Peru, hanging out with us. Dude, you are awesome. And he's got his copy of the Secret Investing book, saying that actually he enjoys it. Unbelievably so. He enjoys it. He is saying how much he recommends it to other people. Victor, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. And for everyone else, if you could do the same, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate the opportunity to showcase you and to share your thoughts and opinions with other people as well. So, Victor, thank you so much for doing that, my friend. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Gavon's giving a big old clap for Victor. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So I'm not going to delay much longer because I think we're going to have a lot of work to do. So let's get right into today's market analysis. All right. All right. The data has spoken. Welcome to the 10-minute trading room. This is how to trade in only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. Now, with our 10 minutes to freedom strategy, we always let the market tell us which way we're going to go. The market is composed of 3 core components here, with the S&P 500 moving averages, the MMFI, and then FinClub, our artificial intelligence data, anything but green when we're looking to go short, because that is where we're going today. So let's take a look at them. Victor says pure honesty in that recommendation. Dude, that's really kind of you. You have no idea how happy that makes me. And I know that wealth ripple effect is real. Chewy, glad you made it. I don't know if you had a chance to hear, but we've had a death in the trading room. It's the death of the bull market. And it saddens me to say that we now have to start going short. That's basically it. All right. So let's go look at the S&P 500 and see what I'm talking about here. All right. We officially had our crosses today. We had the blue line, which is the 10-day, cross below the black line, which is the 20-day, and now price is clearly below the 50-day, which is the red line. So as we can see right here, this is a bearish setup, 100% bearish. Now, I put this on the TikToks. I was like, listen, the bear market's here. And of course, the TikTok's like, man, what do you know, you stupid guy? And I'm like, can't please everybody. So sometimes you just got to throw out the old comments, the ugly comments. But let's look at the MMFI. Ooh, okay. MMFI, 44%. So that's bearish. Lastly, FinClub, a yellow day. Now, with FinClub, I personally know the developers, and they're like, it's green or anything else. Green is bullish, anything else is bearish. So there's orange, yellow, and red. So yeah, this screams to me bearish. So with that said, we actually have a bit of a conundrum on right now. The conundrum is the fact that our KHC position is like blowing off the charts. Fantastically profitable. Fantastically profitable. What we need to do is close this today. It pains me to say it because it's not breaking our back tested exit point. We have to do it because the market now says it's a bear market. We cannot hold long positions at all for any reason, even if they're incredibly profitable in a bear market. We must close them today. So we're going to do that right now. So let me pull up on this screen. We're going to go to KHC, April 22nd, 39 calls, all the way up there. Wow. No extrinsic value in these. This is pure intrinsic value. KHC, April 22nd, 39 calls, sell to close. I'll tell you where I get filled. Now, you tell me in the chat box. I want your participation here. Why are we doing this today? You tell me, why are we closing KHC today? Look, it's off the charts. It's amazing. Why are we closing KHC today? While you type that in, I'm going to go get filled, and I'll tell you where I get filled at. Fill to close, 325. Fill to close at 325. And then we need to take a look at what the actual position looked like. Holy baloney sacks. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the best trade we've had. since probably last March. Chewy says overextended. Good answer. Really, really good answer. Good answer. Because it definitely is showing overbought without a doubt. Isaac says, because the data shows a bearish setup, so we should be setting up for shorts, not longs. Nailed it. Nailed it. We can't hold longs in a bear market. Can't. No matter what. No matter what. Cannot hold longs in a bear market because the market is pulling it down. The market's pulling everything down. We're not going to fight that. We're going to take these profits while we got them, and we're going to enjoy them because this was a fantastic trade, and we have no idea what's going to happen, but we do know that the market rules all. The market rules all. The market rules all. When the market rules all, it will pull everything down. So we can't hold any longs in this market. So, like I said, closed KHC April 22nd, all units at 325, at 325. Now, let's take a look at how profitable this was because this was a banger. We entered, now considering we're measuring ROI based on our initial position, okay? Because we got in, then we doubled the position. So overall, how much gain did we get compared to when we first got in, right? If we made our first position, that was the only thing we did. We didn't stack. What would the gain look like? That's what I want to put this in perspective of. Put in 1 unit. Now remember, 1 unit's not 1 contract. 1 unit is your unit sized based on the correct position sizing, which is this. 1 unit can be 20 shares. 1 unit can be 30 contracts, whatever the case is. I'm just going to use units right here. 1 unit. We got in 1 unit at 153. Okay, 153 debit. We added a unit for 242 debit, so we averaged up. We rolled both units forward for a credit of 136, and then we closed both units right now today for a credit of 650. So that is a 344.44% return. Check out the math. Our gain is 527. Okay. Based on the 1 unit that we put on at 153, our gain is 344%. If you like that, put a thumbs up in the emoji box. 344% gain. Now, I don't know about you, but my account's looking pretty healthy right now. Are you sitting at new highs for the year? I would like to know this because I am. 344% gain on the 1 trade. Isaac says, how quickly could this turn back bullish in your opinion? Could be tomorrow, dude. It legitimately could be tomorrow, but we cannot at any way make that determination, right? It's just data, not predictions, just curious. If the crossover goes the other way, and we all know how crazy this market has been, yeah, for sure. Isaac says, I love this. This trade was amazing. I wish they were all like this, Isaac, as you know. Some are great, some are good, some are great, some are meh. But Donna has a big thumbs up. She's happy right now. Chewy says, very, very nice. Victor's got 2 guns. Chewy said he learned a lesson as well. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for, Chewy. That is what I am here for. So, unfortunately, listen, it pains me to have to close this trade so bad because this is running, and we don't know how high it's going to run. It could run to 50, right? It's at 42 right now. But the data is the data. The market is the market, and we got to trade with it. We have to trade with it. Nothing we can do about it. Chewy says, yeah, don't break the rules. Don't break the rules. Yorn says, such an awesome trade. It really was. Really, really was. Okay, so with that being said, we are no longer long anything. Now, Isaac was asking, how long do we think this could last? Let's use math on this, okay? Let's use math here. the market would have to go up at least 1.5%. At least 1.5% to even be back above the 50-day. Then once it's above the 50-day, we now have downward facing moving averages. So then it has to climb up enough to turn the 10-day back up above the 20. And listen, we have seen how quickly things can turn around. We have seen how quickly it can go from one direction to the other, especially when we're at the crosshair. Okay, I'm going to name this part right here. I'm going to put a orange circle around it. We're going to call this the crossroads because we're so close in all directions. We could go north or we could go south. We're going to call this the crossroads. We're in the crossroads right now. We don't really know where it's going to go, but the data shows bearish. So that's what we got to do. Now, the next step in the process is to, where is it at? Run the charts. The easiest, fastest, bestest way to do that is to run the AI chart bearish power scanner. Now, this is going to scan through the top stocks list, which I have already downloaded and updated for you. And I do that every single day. So as long as you have TrendSpider and you're linking to it, you and I have the exact same thing. Andrew saying, you're 10 minutes behind, but I put a lot into that joke. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And there's a lot. We're maxing out. I get 100 charts on my plan here. It's at 99. So let's get busy. So we're going to go clone watch list, copy this. We're going to open Excel to our scanning help file. We're going to paste it sideways. So that makes it take the vertical format. We drop it into the relative strength scanner, edit, paste special values. Let that run for just a second. This is then going to go through like the charts, as you saw, it took no time at all. Next, we're going to go and look at relative strength. And as we talked about, relative strength is ludicrously important. It's going to find the ones that have the highest, in this case, average loss divided by average gain. Okay, so we're trying to find the ones that have the worst performance out there. And of this first list, we have ACN that passed. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to copy it and paste it into a secondary list. Edit, paste. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my next group, the next tranche. Relative strength scanner. Edit, paste special values. By the way, at this point, you should be 100% cash. 100% cash. Because we just closed KHC. So that means the entirety of the account should be available to trade. Data's loading. Got 1. Got 2. Got 3. Okay, take those. Copy these. Paste them into our TrendSpider list. And then we go for our last tranche here. AMC is on here. Love seeing stocks on here that are like darling stocks, like AMC or Amazon or PayPal was one that did pass just a minute ago. Zillow. What do we see on here? Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Roblox, Cisco, Disney, Peloton, DraftKings, Datadog, Square, AMD, NVIDIA. Yet, through all those, only one is going to work. Cisco Systems. Cool. All right. So we scanned through 500 charts. Let's conceptualize this. Let's conceptualize this for a second here. We scanned through 500 charts from the market into the scanning. Then we used our relative strength to pull out, how many do we have? Let me take off KHC out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We used charts to get to 99. Then we used our relative strength to get to the best 5. Now we're going to go and back test each one of these and make sure that they work in our strategy, I should say. All right. So now this is going to be super simple. Check this out. Let me remove all annotations on that guy because we clearly traded that in the past. Strategy tester. Oh, sorry. Let me make it bigger. Get my big fat head out of the way. Strategy tester. 10-day bearish full run. If you need the details for these, go into the trading room, go to backtesting criteria. Make sure to open these in a new tab so you can see them bigger, and then follow along in the video as I show you exactly step-by-step how to set them up in your TrendSpider. Okay, so what we want to see is a positive return on here. Yes, we are going short, but we still need to see a positive return. So this one is off our radar. When it's off our radar, I'm going to mark it red so we don't have to waste time and come back to it. SPGI, same thing. KMX, same thing. PayPal, same thing. Cisco Systems, same thing. All right. So what does that tell me? That tells me that these stocks using this bearish strategy does not work for these stocks that are set up. That's okay. It's just part of trading. I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to run the AI chart bearish power scanner one more time, see if we get any different results, run those back through the relative strength scanner, see if anything else pops out. And if it does, we'll trade it. If not, that's the end of it. Sometimes that happens. All right. Again, 99 stocks, clone the watch list, copy. I'm going to transpose this again. Do it one last time. Edit, pay special values. Now listen, could we force this trade? For sure. Will we force the trade? Not a chance. Let the data tell us what is set up. KMX, SPGI, those were the two we had earlier, and PayPal, same ones, okay? So we're going to skip that group. Let's go to the next one here. Copy. Edit, pay special values. All I'm looking for here is another stock to pop out that is set up that we can trade. That's what we're looking for right now. And we know some of these are great. Roblox, I think we got like 60% on a couple months ago. Peloton, I saw that on here a minute ago. That was one of our huge winners earlier this year. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get anything different. But let's talk about why these aren't passing, okay? Because, of course, it's like, well, it's a bear market now. We have to trade everything short. Not necessarily. Let's talk about why they aren't passing. So, for example, let's look at basically all of these. The relative strength delta is not to a negative 10% yet. Remember, relative strength is the measure side by side of the stock to the S&P 500. If the S&P is traveling at 100, the relative strength is traveling at 70. That means its average gain to average loss is 70% of what the market is. So the market is outperforming it handily, which is good. That's what we want to see if we're going to be bearish, okay? Relative strength delta is the change in that. So if it's negative, or if it's at 70 right now, but it was at 72 a week ago, the relative strength delta is only -2. We want to find the ones that have a relative strength delta of -10 or greater. So we have that listed here in the PowerPoint. Find it real quick. We want to find it, say, under 125, okay? But then the relative strength delta under -10. Think of it this way. Think of it like a moving average, okay? If the relative strength is at, let's use this moving average, 55. If relative strength is at 55 and it's going down, right? If it's getting worse, then that means we have the relative strength delta getting worse, okay? It's a measure of, it's a moving average, basically. Where are we at compared to the moving average? That's what we're trying to find here. That's the relative strength delta. These do not have enough weakening relative strength to show. In fact, here, let's look at charts on here. Let's look at charts on here. All right, the only one that shows here, you can see the relative strength line, how fast it's dropping. You can see the relative strength line here is growing. You can see the relative strength line is dropping, but only dropping not even all that much. It's actually going up. This relative strength line is down 7% from what it was a week ago. Does this make sense? This is why I include these charts here, so you can see if the relative strength is growing or if the relative strength is shrinking. So let's put in KHC real quick, because KHC is going to be like monster huge right now because it is so strong while the rest of the market is so weak. I want to see what its relative strength shows. 419%. That was a terrible use of hands. 419% on the relative strength and growing 27%. That's what we experienced over the last week. Strong and getting stronger. Then let's put something like ACN. This was one that was set up a little bit ago. It's weak at 86% and getting weaker. But the backtest did not work for us. Does this make sense? Let me know in the chat box. Type a 2. Type a number 2 if this makes sense. KHC was strong and getting stronger. ACN is weak and getting weaker. But something like Disney is weak, but actually getting stronger. We can see that here. Okay, so with that being said, we don't have any of that pass, okay? That's the point I'm trying to get across here. We got to relative strength. We got to backtest. That's it. Yorn is saying 125% or less. Correct. The reason we give that buffer room is if it's falling like a rock, right? Imagine KHC turned around from 419 and it's on its way down, okay? The relative strength delta is going to be enormous, but that relative strength might still have not caught up to the S&P, but it's on its way down. That's the reason we give it that extra buffer there. And I do the same thing going long. I say 75% or greater. Chewy says number 2. Excellent. Donna says, yes, the stock needs to catch up to the S&P. Exactly. You got it. Cool. I'm so glad you guys get this. I work with a smart group of individuals, so I'm not too surprised that you guys are killing it like that, right? Yorn says he's got it. Very, very cool. All right, so let's talk about final thoughts real quick. I need to run the graphic. Keep it very professional. All right, hang on. I got it right here. This is us today. You ready for it? It's from Mark. If you guys don't know, I actually know Mark. Mark's a great guy. Quote of the day. I don't pick stocks. I let stocks pick me. That's exactly what we just did. The names that are set up first get my attention. And the ones that break out first, hey, they get my capital. But he's also saying is don't force anything. Don't chase anything. When things are working, work them. When things aren't working, you don't have to do anything. So at this moment, you should be, well, I'm not going to tell you what you should do. I am in 100% cash. If you're following my trades, you might be in a similar position. And with that said, we are roaring, ripping, ready to take on this bear market. We're not going to fight it. But also, keep in mind, as Isaac mentioned earlier, things can change. Okay. I might have this suit back on tomorrow saying it's the end of the bear market. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll put it to you this way. Anytime you see me in a suit, we got some changes. Great sesh today. So pumped about KHC. Isaac, go tell all your friends how great that was, right? We murdered KHC. 344% gain. 344% mathematical, realized gain. Yeah. Take that. Enjoy it. Tell me all that you did and share that with your friends, my friend. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I'm so glad that we're doing this Wealth Ripple Effect every single day. It is so much fun to hang with you. Please make sure, if you can, to send me your copy of the Secret Investing book. Oh, and we're out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, no trading room tomorrow. It's Good Friday. Markets are closed. I want you guys to go have a good Friday too. Yorn says, totally agree with Chris and Isaac. Thank you, my friend. And thank you all of my friends for coming today. I will see you back here on Monday. Have a fantastic, amazing long weekend. I'll see you then.